Hi guys, Kristen here. Welcome back to my channel. Today we are going to set up our May budget. What you're going to see is I'm going to have my month layout for May set up right here, and I'm going to lay out what bills are due when. I'm going to highlight them in yellow. That's the one I like to do for bill. What I do like to do is paycheck 1 and paycheck 2. So you'll see that in the pages here. But for today, what we're going to do is just lay out my month, and then we're going to do our monthly budget. So if you'd like to see how I set up my budget each month, go ahead and keep watching. Okay, so we have our month here, and I see there's a lot of writing here, and a lot of my bills come out on the 1st, which is also a Saturday. So I'm actually not sure if they're going to come out on a Saturday. So I'm just going to be put on the safe side and put it on the 30th. So you're going to see me put them here. But first, I want to put in my pay. The way I do that, so the green marker here. And this is for April, so I get paid on the last day of April. So I'm gonna go like this, and then I'm gonna do kind of a box here, just to show my pay. Okay, and then I get paid here. Hopefully these are even. If not, that it's okay. This is only my planner, so I'm the only one that gets to judge my work. Oh, okay, and I get paid on the 28th. Go ahead and put a mark there. I'm gonna have to do another line at the bottom so it's not completely sloppy. There we go. Okay, and also I get paid on the 3rd for my second job, so I'm gonna move this over. I'm gonna do this one here. I only have 2 jobs. I have a primary job, and the second job just gives a little bit of income. I kind of messed that line up, but that's okay. We get the point. Okay, perfect. So those are my paydays. Again, mind you, this one isn't April. So I'm just gonna roll over into my May budget because I have nothing due on this day. Like I said, I do have a bunch of stuff due on the 1st, but I'm just gonna put it in here. That way, I know it'll get taken care of. So I have that, and what I'll do is all of April's check is just gonna roll over into May. And then most likely all of my last May check will roll over into June. That's how that will go. Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead and put in my, change highlighters. I'm gonna put in, fold this here, put it on the side, so hopefully you can still see it. So a lot of people do sticker budgeting, and I actually see why. All right. I know, all these bills. Okay. This is the first one. Actually, yeah, I'll go from the bottom to the top. So I'll just do my phone. This isn't bleeding over. It's not good. And then I have my car insurance. I have my mortgage. And I have my prescription. Okay, so that fits. That looks okay. All right, so now we're gonna move down. So that's actually the only thing that's gonna come out of my paycheck for between April 30th and May 14th, except for my electric. So we're gonna cover that right up. Comes out on the 12th. Yeah, so if I did sticker budgeting, boom, it'd be completely covered. Well, that would be nice. Maybe one day. Kind of looks like crap, but here we are. Okay. All right, the next thing that comes out is my trash. Okay. Next one is my home security system. Okay, my Wi-Fi is next. Oh, I don't understand right here. It's awful. My OCD kicks in. I'm actually gonna just do the 27th and the 28th as well. Okay. I have Wi-Fi or internet, let's call it Wi-Fi. I have my work phone. And then we have my water bill. Okay. That is all of my bills. I have done a lot of declutter. I have reduced a ton of my subscriptions. I have gotten rid of things I do not need. This is pretty much my 4 walls. If you follow Dave Ramsey, then you know they talk about the 4 walls all the time. The basic things you would need to keep you going if you became unemployed. All of these things would be necessary. These 2 especially for my job. The ADT would be the only one I would be able to go ahead and cancel. If I lost my job, I would go ahead and do that. It's not too much money a month, but that is it. So I have reduced quite a bit. Okay, so I like that it's bright yellow. So when I look, I can see bills come out of what paycheck. So here I have April 30th, I get paid, and then May 3rd, I get paid, and then I'd only have this, these bills and this bill before my next pay. And then this pay is going to take care of these 4 bills. This pay will take care of that bill. So that's kind of how it's set up. Okay, so now we're going to move over. I'm going to go ahead and tear this page out. I know, I don't find much need for it. I'm going to go ahead and put that to the side. I'm going to start with this page. I'm going to use here. I love this pen so much. Now, again, a lot of people use stickers on these pages. I do think that it looks really cute, for sure. I just have not got into that yet. Maybe I will at some point, because it probably would be a lot easier than to worry about lines or things kind of not coming out correctly. But that will be for another day and another journey. So I'm going to go ahead and put, I'm going to start with my income. I'm going to kind of write this small as I can so I can fit a lot of things in this page. A lot of things are going to need to come out. So I'm going to start with my income. And I'm going to put budgeted. So my income is actually not consistent. It varies. So I'm going to put a budgeted amount, and then I'm going to put an actual amount, and then it was over and under. So I'm going to go ahead and put budgeted. Now put actual. Okay, actually I'm not gonna do over under. I don't know if that quite matters. I'm actually gonna save some space by not doing that, so. Okay, so I'm gonna save some space by not doing that. And then I'm going to leave a couple spaces because I do wanna do rollover from April. And then I wanna do pay 1, pay 2 for my second job, and then pay number 3, which would be rolling over to June. So I do get paid 3 times in May. However, this paycheck is going to go to my June budget since it is going to come to me on the second to last day of the month, just like my rollover from April comes to me for my last April paycheck. So that is how I got those. I'm gonna kind of draw a line here. I am not good at drawing lines at all, like at all. I don't know how hard it could possibly be. I mean, I have a ruler and I still suck at it. I just don't get it. I just don't get it. Anybody else out there like that? Oh my God, it's awful. Okay, not bad, right? Okay. So my budgeted amount that's gonna come to me from my April budget, I'm gonna always set it at $2,500 because I don't always get paid $2,500. Sometimes I get paid less, sometimes I get paid more, but what I like to do is kind of manifest $2,500. So that is my round number. I like to use, I try to make it a goal to get there every paycheck. Like I said, my income is variable. I do have a little bit of control of how my income works. I do prioritize my own mental health, so I do like to kind of balance a little bit sometimes between my work and my kind of leisure time and my relaxed time. So with that in mind, I am trying to get out of debt, but I also want to keep a little bit of a balance with my mental health. But I do go ahead and kind of put in $2,500 because that's what I'm hoping I get. It's my rollover, and then my paycheck 1 is going to be, I think it's going to be $200, and that is from my second job. Paycheck 2 is going to be $2,500. And then paycheck 3, I pray, is $2,500 again. So again, this looks like a ton of money, right? This is actually, it's totaled out to be $7,700, okay? But this entire paycheck is going to go roll over into June, so I really don't see that money for this. So I'm actually not even going to include that $2,500 in my breakdown here. So I'm just going to put total. Okay. All right, so now I'm going to do my expenses. Again, my budgeted. And then my actual. This is going to take up most of the page because it is the whole month view. So it's actually, it's going to look like quite a lot. Even though on our month calendar, it didn't look like that many bills. Okay, cool. Good straight line. Oh, look, my nails are creating marks on my paper here. Gotta love that for us. All right, so expenses. Budgeted, I say $11. It's only 1 prescription. My mortgage. 1295. I like things to be in whole numbers. I do not mess with change at all. Insurance for my car. 98. My phone. It's 120. I am working on paying that down so I actually can own my phone. I have a little bit left on it, so this should go down about $35 a month. Can't wait for that to happen. I hope you guys can see. I know I'm kind of moving it to the side. It's just how I write. But hopefully this makes sense to you and you can see. My electric bill, guys, just went down. Look at that number. Last month, it was $329. The month before that, it was $398. This I can take care of. I was like, gosh, please, 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 decrease. The weather's getting nice here. $24 for trash. My security system is 45. My Wi-Fi. My work phone is 33. And then what I'm going to do is put my gas up here. I have just started doing cash envelopes. I think it's a really good idea, but I do not want to do a cash envelope because of the inconvenience of doing it with cash. I do not have any interest of going into a store, waiting in line, paying for my gas, going out, pumping my gas, going back in, getting change. Zero interest in doing that. So that is going to stay in my account and I will use it that way. But I do have some cash envelopes that I'm going to show you that I do here for groceries and spending. So I'm gonna put my gas up here. Let's see, gas has increased for everybody. So I'm just gonna budget 140 with some travel and stuff that could increase. But usually I don't spend that much if I'm not traveling. And then I'm gonna put unbudgeted. Because no matter how good I am at my budget, I sometimes go over and I buy things that I'm not supposed to buy because I'm not perfect. I am just trying to pay off my student loan debt. I am trying to maximize the money that comes into my account and put it where I want it to go. I am done with the days where I ask myself, I get paid pretty well, where is my money going? I want to start telling my money where to go. And with that means sometimes I have things that I buy that are unbudgeted. Hopefully we could perfect that one day. If we're looking for perfection, if you're just a normal human like me, maybe it won't be perfected. But nonetheless, we still have goals. We're still achieving them regardless. So I'm gonna put some lines here. Listen, I'm not actually doing bad with the line thing. I'm actually kind of impressed. Okay. What I should do is total this. I am still kind of working on how this makes sense for me. I have been really tight with money mostly my whole life. Any of my family members on here are watching this, they know. I have been tight with my money my whole life, but I realized recently, since I've been budgeting really strictly and following Dave Ramsey, I realized I've been actually kind of sloppy with it and I could have gotten done a lot better. So this is a work in progress. This is just kind of where I'm at now. This is going to evolve for sure. And I hope I laugh in a couple years when I'm, still working on my student loan journey and I laugh at some of these couple videos that I put up and just think how my budget has probably improved and, that type of thing in the way that I set it up. But this is what makes sense for me right now. And I love how we can have it all in a big old picture here so we can see it. So I'm going to do my cash envelopes over here because I want to utilize this whole space as best as I can. So I'm just going to do right here. So I'm going to do cash. Is it with an E? Lord help me. It's with an E. I don't know if I've already said this or not, but Dave Ramsey, he talks about how when you start budgeting, you give yourself a raise. So sometimes people, again, are like, where's my money going? And he says, as soon as you start penny pinching, realizing what you want versus what you need, realizing what you have that you really don't need and you can kind of eliminate, you realize your money goes further, you give yourself a little raise. I love that idea. So for this month, we're just going to do spending. And then we're going to do groceries. And if you guys want, I can show you my cash envelope system that I'm currently using. Like I said, it is new, but I have a little kind of a system that I have started. So if you guys want to see a video on that, I will definitely go ahead and show you what I'm working with. For spending, I have 300 for this month. I pray that I stay within that. There's a couple things coming up. I know Mother's Day is coming up. I know some other things are coming up as well that could cause me to spend more money, but I hope not. And groceries are $160. I'm a single person here, and I actually just increased my grocery budget because I love kind of going to the store and using my calculator and making sure, you know, I get under my budget. And then I realized, well, we have tax in Virginia. So then I could spend at least $2 on tax. And then I blew my budget and I'm really upset. So I just increased it by a couple dollars, I think $20 a month, just so I can account for some of the tax that comes out. So I actually feel good about my budget. All right, so I'm going to total that here. My Lord. We're working with it. All right. What is this? 460. All right, let's total this up. Whoa. Whoa. Okay. 1983. Okay, so what we're going to do is set up some things at the bottom here. Well, this one's going to be total income. We're going to play around with this total as well, this total section, because I think this is the way I want to do it. Total expenses. Total remaining. After we do these three, let's see what we come up with. Guys, play around with it. You know, you guys, once I perfect it, you can totally use my method or you guys can use your own method, but play around with it and see what works for you. I'm playing around with it. This seems like it's what kind of makes sense to me. Oh man, bummer. What a bummer. Oh well. It is what it is. Total sinking funds. Total debt. And then total remaining. Oh man, look at that. Okay, we need some serious help in the line department. This is why people sticker. This is why people sticker budget. We have to worry about all this. This is so much. Okay. So, let's see. We have total income. Like I said, guys, I'm going to not add the $2,500 here because that is just going to totally roll over until next month. So I'm just going to do $2,500 plus $2,500 plus the $200. So we have $5,200 we're working with. Total expenses is $1,983. So we're just going to plug in. That's all we're doing. Cash envelope is $460. So then what we do is total remaining from those. Let me go ahead and grab my calculator. Okay, so we have a calculator here. Okay, so we have 5200 minus 1983 minus 460 equals 2757. 2757. Okay. And now I have to decide. So that is my remaining from all of my 4 walls. So my 4 walls are taking care of my groceries, my spending, all of my bills, right? And then after all that, I have $2,757, okay? I want to tell you that I have, like I said in the beginning, I have reduced things. I have minimized my grocery budget. I have minimized subscriptions. I barely spend any money. And I have tried to increase my debt snowball, my shovel, as best as I can. So I am left with this money. I will tell you guys that I did just pay off all of my credit card debt. So I no longer have a credit card payment. I don't have a car note. I don't have credit card payments. No consumer debt aside from my student loans. So that is going to be my goal for the next couple years, is to pay off that. So I have total sinking funds. I'm going to do a page to set up my sinking funds in my next video. But I have to decide now how much money I want to go towards my debt and how much I want to go towards my sinking funds. So then I would calculate kind of I would calculate both of those, and then I would have a total remaining. The idea is that this should be 0. At the end of every month, the total remaining should be 0, because every dollar is accounted for. Every dollar has a name. Every dollar has a place to go. Trust me, that sounds terrifying. From a person who had a $2,000 cushion in their checking account at all times, going to 0 is crazy. But it is doable. So I have to decide, and my debt is super important to me. My student loan debt, like I said, is all I have other than my mortgage, but I am on baby step 2, so I am not worried about my mortgage right this moment. And actually, I don't know what I want to do with this yet. So I'm going to think about it. I'm going to look at all the other events that are coming up in May that I can consider when I'm documenting this, but I have $2,700 to play with, to put in any sinking fund that I have coming up or my debt. So I think I want to put about $1,500 a month in there, which would still leave me $1,200 to put towards my sinking funds. So that is probably what I will do, but I'm not going to commit to that yet. But nonetheless, guys, this is what I'm in the next video. Like I said, I'm going to be setting up my sinking funds, so you can kind of see that, and I'm going to be setting up my debt tracker too in the next video or two, so you can see that, and then we will come back to this and see what we are going to put towards what. I hope this was helpful for you. Let me know in the comments if there's anything you need me to clarify regarding this. And I will talk to you guys later. Thank you. Bye-bye.